Good morning, everybody. Today we will discuss the topic marketing meaning, evolution, and the understanding of marketing in new perspective. Basically, this is a part of the unit one of your syllabus, and it will cover the basics as well as the modern formations which are happening in the field of marketing. So let's start. There are two quotes or definitions by Philip Kotler. Let us talk about the one. Normally, we used to give definition as marketing is nothing but the delivery of customer satisfaction. And yes, we've got a few new ones, additions, and they are also required time to time. Marketing is about identifying and meeting human and social needs. हमें we have to identify and then fulfill the needs of the people. And just the second line says meeting needs profitably. So don't forget the ultimate aim of the business. You have to earn profits, but we are taking a curve or taking a shape. We will be getting back on the profit part, but by delivering what the customer is looking for. Let's talk about the second quote written down. There will always, one can assume, be need of some selling, but the aim of marketing is to make selling superfluous. Superfluous means something additional, something extra. So it's more than selling, and how you can make selling a kind of with something extra. Let's talk about it later. Let's read the lines first. The aim of marketing is to know and understand the customer so well that the product or service fits him and sells itself. Yes, if you are producing something and if it is liked by the consumer, so you are not supposed to make any additional or extra efforts. The product will itself sell, sold basically. Ideally, marketing should result in a customer who is ready to buy. All that should be needed then is to make the product or service available. So there are certain things which actually make marketing successful in the market. That is one, you whatever you are making, that should be supreme. That should be superior to whatever is there in the market. So one, you identify the needs of the customer. Second, you find a way to satisfy them in the best possible manner or way. And then it's just a chance of selling once and the product will be sold automatically. Word of mouth will be there, and there will be no chances of customers shifting if you are making the product superior to whatever is being sold in the market. So these are two things which are to be kept in mind, and yes, we have to keep in mind that we are going to meet the needs with profit in our mind. So let's move to the next slide. That is what is marketed. Yes, what can be marketed? Normally we talk about the tangible and intangible items, and we keep ourselves restricted with this product and service part. Let us talk about all the others things or objects which we can sell or we can market, or we are actually marketing them. Yes, goods, we talk about physical or tangible goods. For example, cars are there, bikes are there, or whatever which is visible, which can be touched, which can be felt, which can be sold, which can be delivered to anybody. So everything which is physical, which is tangible, is in the category of goods, and that can be marketed well, and it is very clear to all of us. Second are the services. For example, banking, insurance, doctors, education. Even this education is there. Barbers, hotels, airlines, this all comes under service, where you're not getting something intangible, but you are using some tangible items. You are getting some mental psychological satisfaction. So then is the events. For example, the retreat ceremony at the Wagah border. So whatever the IFA, I was watching the IFA awards, and I think Kapil Sharma was hosting it, and he certainly asked somebody that how much amount you have paid to buy ticket. He said, I have paid 2 lakh for me and 2 lakh for my wife. So a ticket for that IFA awards was sold for rupees 2 lakh rupees, and the person said, I spend that money to see Deepika Padukone. So this is what the marketing of events is happening, and people are, yes, very much paying money for these things. Then is we have experiences. Yes, experiences. We talk about the theme parks, theme clubs which are there. For example, this world tour is mentioned here, world magic kingdom is mentioned here. We have uh, I think this kind of some snow or some ice park in Gurgaon, or some desert type of things in some state, or yes, there were I think Disney, or I don't know. I'm not actually able to recall. There were theme parks and in Thailand, in US, so they were doing very well. Theme parks are basically sites where you can relax and you can have good experiences. There are haunted houses are mentioned here, a pirate ship is mentioned here, and even this highway, or this dine-in planes, जो हमारे planes हैं which are not in use, people are offering them for using them as restaurants actually. So then we have persons. We are marketing persons. For example, if somebody, some hero or some star, some Bollywood or a Hollywood star, or somebody from the sports background, they are coming on the screen and telling you to buy something. So in that case, companies are using people to market their products, and in that case, the persons are being marketed because their goodwill is actually getting affecting the product. Then we have places. Places we can talk about the promotion of cities, Malaysia, truly Asia, and maybe we are Kerala, goats on land. So we have slogans for so many states and countries, and they are promoting themselves. And in places we can say that we are promoting the attractions. For example, if we talk about Amritsar, then it has developed so well in the past 1 decade actually. The heritage street is very 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 well doing, and then there is the Fort Gobindgarh is there. So things are being turned in a very positive manner, and they are making bringing money for the city or the state. Then we have the properties. So here we talk about the real estate and the financial property like stocks and bonds. So they are also being marketed, and some many times the artificial demand is also created for them. Then we have organizations. We are marketing organizations. For example, so many NGOs are there, so many corporations are there. There are performing art organizations, there are universities, there are museums, which are using their goodwill or image to make their themselves sellable. For example, that some university or some institute, they have achieved the 100-year mark, so they're doing very well, and in this case the organizations are selling themselves. Museums are there, and when we talk about the places or cities, these can also be taken there. Then is information. In information, we often we meet students who say, "Sir, I am getting a call from this college, or I am getting a call from this bank for loans and all. So how my data is be read there?" So yes, information is, whenever you are using this websites, or you are issuing your web address to any such website, so they have got all your data, including your name, your father name, and your contact number and email ID. So this information is also a kind of product for so many companies. Then is ideas. Yes, ideas are basically the future. And if we talk about entrepreneurs, or we talk about the venture capitalists who are going to invest money in these ideas, or we can say the ideas of entrepreneurs. So idea basically talk about the innovative things, or something which is not there which can be done, and every new thing starts with an idea. That is something different, that only few percent of the ideas gets converted into something which is profitable. But yes, ideas are also being sold. Business plan, it is a very good example of ideas being sold. Let's see the next slide, which talks about the evolution of marketing. We have already discussed in one of the online lectures, but let us have a recall of this. So the very first is the production concept, then the product concept, the selling concept, and the marketing concept. You can say the societal concept also. So the production concept, it is one of the oldest concepts, as I have earlier told you. It talks about producing, and producing things. After the World War, when there was a kind of demand generation in the market, we were supposed to have something, some company or some country which can fulfill the demand raised by the people all over the globe. Then is the product concept. Now the attention was on the quality of the product too, because people are looking forward for the performance oriented products. Then came the selling concept, which was like focusing on more on like production was there, product was good quality. Now when there are so many companies and with so many products, we have to be very focused on the approaches we are using. We have to be very focused on making selling more easy for the company. Then we have the marketing concept or the societal concept, which is more customer centered, and which is a more focused approach to the requirement of the society, requirement of the consumers, and which talks about fulfilling its the consumers needs in the better or the best way. So these were the four concepts, and then came the holistic concept, which considered everything. For example, integrated marketing, internal marketing, social marketing, and then the relationship marketing, which gave equal preference to all these things. And one more thing was said, that it is not the duty or the objective of just the marketing department to make plans for the promotion of the product, but it is a kind of joint effort which you have to do with a very clear vision, that if I am growing, then it is because of you. So if the company wants to grow, every individual department is supposed to grow, and everybody should cooperate with the marketing department, and only then we can see, or we can hope that the company will progress one day. So let us move to the next slide. Yes, we are going to talk about the marketing mix. We have 4 P's, and yes, we have the expanded version of the same also. So let's talk about the product first. Product is basically the tangible item which you can see or hold in your hands, and which you are going to actually sell to the consumer. So what covers in product is the product variety. What are the different varieties of the product? For example, if we talk about Colgate is having more than 10 brands of toothpaste with them. For example, we have Colgate Total, we have Colgate Sibaka, we have Colgate Strong Teeth. So there are more than 10 brands. So what is the variety you are offering to consumers? The basic objective behind this is to provide the customer with an option to change, because customer, they have a tendency to you know uh, change after a short span of time, 6 months or 1 year. So we are not supposed to let him go to some other company. If we want to try something herbal, we have the herbal with us. If we want to go with something unique like charcoal, we have charcoal also. We have the basic herbs also. Yes, we have them. So we have to provide him an opportunity to shift, but to our company's product. We have quality is a very big issue, because I don't think that quality compromise will help the company. For example, when the companies in the earlier 90s, when the company LPG came into effect, and so many companies, they have started manufacturing for India. So the lower middle class or the poor class was actually neglected. But later on, it was realized that more than 50% population lies in the lower middle class or the poor class. So we cannot ignore them. For example, the shampoo Head and Shoulder, when it first came in the year, I think it was earlier 2000, or near to 2000, year 2000. So they have introduced a sachet worth rupees 3. But then later on, they realized that yes, it was not right to leaving them, these lower middle class people. So they have came up with 1 rupee shampoo. We have Chick, we have Halo, we have Clinic Plus. They are selling 1 rupee. We have soaps, we have toothpaste worth rupees 5. Even branded toothpaste, Colgate was selling their toothpaste for rupees 5 or 10, and they are selling even right now they are selling toothpaste for rupees 10. So It is not about quality, it is about giving them option to buy with whatever amount of money you have. So when we are compromising with quality, it is simply going to raise a question mark on the company, but it is not a good sign for all of us. Then we have design. Design basically refers to different shapes or sizes or whatever the looks you are going to provide to the product. For example, if we talk about Mountain Dew, they have a different design for a 200 or 300 ml bottle. Then we have a different design for the half liter or 1 liter bottle. So it is all it is basically used for making the product look more attractive. We have features. Features here refer to the uses or the kind of services the product can offer to us. So in product we can talk about different features. For example, the cheaper product may have some different kind of feature, and we can also link this feature to different designs or the product variety also, because one product variety has different kind of features or the second one is different kind of features. Then we come to brand name. Brand name is the identification, and while fixing a brand name, we have to keep certain things in mind. For example, the identification. For example, Kesh Nikhar, there used to be a soap. So that Kesh Nikhar was simply referring to something that is related to hairs. Then we have Surf Excel, Surf detergent. So these are the things which are identifying, which are taking somewhere to the washing or something like this area. Then we have packaging. Packaging is, once again the important factor of for a product, because many times when we are not aware of the brand or the quality of the product, it is the packaging which tells us whether the product is going to perform well or not. Because a good packaging symbolizes that the company is very much better, and if a poor packaging is used, then yes, probably we cannot have a very good image of the company in our mind. Then we talk about services. Sizes are there. Sizes, designs, quality, features. I already have a discussion over sizes, that yes, we have to offer different size product, just to make sure that everybody from every economic class will be able to buy our product. Then we have services related to after to the product, which includes after sale services, during sale services, and pre-sale services. For example, you are going to buy a car and you ask for a test drive, and the person said, sir, the test drive vehicle is not here, and that may come after 15 days or 20 days. It happened to me once with the with some two wheeler, and the person said, sir, we are not offering this kind of service. So I said, okay, I will shift to some other company, some other two wheeler. So what kind of services you are providing to him? And then this during purchase services. For example, if you have to wait for half or 1 hour, then what kind of facility they are offering to you? And then post sale, it is very important, the insurance service. For example, if you buy a car, then they keep on calling you to remind you, sir, your car needs services. If you have crossed 1,000 mark, 10,000 mark, so they will remind you that your car needs a service, or your car may need a service. Warranty is, what is the warranty or guarantee, if there is any, you are offering. It is very important once again, because we know that our product is going to perform well, but the customer needs a support, a kind of psychological support, and this warranty term is going to provide him with that. Then comes the returns part. Yes, if you are not liking online, if we talk about online business, Amazon, Flipkart, Ajio, or whatever the websites or apps are doing, they're doing well because they are offering this kind of return services. And if you're not going to provide this kind of services, then probably people will hesitate to buy from you. So this facility is very much essential, very much required for all these companies, not just these online companies, but also in this market kind of things. We have to provide the customer with an option to change or return if he or she is not satisfied or happy with the product. Then come the place part, that is what are the channels we are using, the number of channels. For example, the wholesaler, retailers, or whatever we are using. The selection is very important task, because we need to, we are not supposed to appoint so many people as channels, or not so few people as channels. So we have to reach on a adequate number, so that we can reach every individual customer. I want to mention here that Amul is a very good company, and they are selling everything very well. But yes, if we talk about their reach in the villages, then they have not yet reached the villages of even major cities. For example, if we talk about this city Yamuna so there are so many villages. Even Haryana में सबसे ज़्यादा villages ही हमारे district में है. So they have not reached these regions. Our discussion about this with so many students, and they said, sir, we are having some local brand. With Britannia, the same is the case with Britannia also. Then is coverage. Coverage talks about the density, जिसकी मैं ऊपर बात कर रहा था आप लोगों से कि whether the product is reaching every individual corner of the city or state or not. So you have to be a very good model of establishing communication and selling products. Then we talk about assortments. Assortments, it is a term which is used with products also, because assortment means a combination of a few. So when we talk about this, we have to be very clear with what we are selling in the product or where we are selling. So where we are selling is not the same products. For example, if we talk about Haryana or Punjab or Himachal or Jammu Kashmir, so all the four people, they have a different kind of demand pattern. They have a different kind of consumption pattern. So whatever we are selling in Haryana will not work in Jammu Kashmir. So it is a using a combination of different items to satisfy the, and it can apply in products or place both. Then is location. What are the locations you are using? Because it is very important to select the right location where people are actually approaching or in a position to approach the company or the firm. Inventory, yes. What is the level of stock you have to maintain? The ready stock, the raw material stock, or the processed stock or in processing stock. It is very important because the customer is not going to wait. If you are going to buy a for example, let me take an example. I need cooking oil, and I went to a shop and asked for a cooking oil from Fortune, and he said, sir, Fortune का नहीं है, कोई और है, दे दूँ क्या? यार मुझे तो खाना बनाना, I need oil and I will shift my demand to some other product. So it is very important to make sure that things are there on the right time. Then we have transportation. Transportation is very important because in order to make everything successful, this all plan, this all place part successful, we need to have a very good transportation system or mechanism. Then we have promotion part. It talks about telling people that yes, we have a product which can satisfy the needs in a better way. So the very first is sales promotion. What are the acts your company or you are doing in order to promote the sales of the product? For example, giving certain kind of offers or prizes or whatever the festivals are there, you can cash every single, you shall actually cash every single opportunity of making money. Then we have advertising, TV advertisement, radio advertising is also there, or posters are there, newspapers or magazines, so many mass marketing tools are there. So you can use any as per the requirement of your company. Then we have sales force, a trained sales force, a motivated sales force, a dedicated sales force. Yes, it is very important. For example, you are watching an advertisement on TV, and the some Bollywood star mentioned you, or praised some product, and you went to the market or on a shop, and you ask for the same product which that Bollywood star advertised, and the concerned shopkeeper or the salesman said, sir, that is not the right product for you. I am going to give you something that is far better from that. There are 100% chances that you will go with that shopkeeper, because you know that he is the actual expert. The one who is on the TV is not the expert of using the same. So we need to have a very trained and motivated sales force. Public relations, it is very important. I just mentioned that Maruti people or Hyundai people, they used to call you to remind you of your car service. So this is how public relations are maintained. You have to be vocal to all. You have to be provide a kind of ears to the people. You have to use your mouth to interact with people, and that is in the interest of the company also. Then is direct marketing. If you think that you can sell the products in a better way directly, so you are supposed to provide them an opportunity to buy directly from you. You have to in this way you can maintain better relations with the customers. Then is the price part. It is very important because customers in every corner of the world, he is price centric. So whatever the price you are keeping, it should be well planned. So very first, list price. What is going to be the list price for the company? What are the different kind of discounts you can offer to the people? For example, wholesale discount, bulk discount, cash discount, trade discount. What are the discounts on list price you can offer to the people? Allowances which you are offering to the middlemen, the shopkeepers, or whoever is making efforts to sell the product. Then is payment credit period. For example, how much credit period you can allow? 1 month, 15 days, 1 week, or more than that. And last is credit terms. What are the terms of credit? For example, one party cannot buy more than 50,000 credit at one time. So these can be different kind of terms, and you have to actually be flexible with all of them, because you cannot be sure of what are the circumstances in the market, and how they will always be. So be flexible with whatever the plans, policies, or procedures you are following, and business need somebody who is having patience, who is having a far-sightedness, who is having a kind of human behavior with him, and thus business can grow immensely. So I think this was all for today, and a few new things which is mentioned here in the right box, that is modern marketing management, 4 P's: people, process, programs, and performance. I will get back to all of them in the next lecture, because the length of this lecture is getting increased, and इनकी बात जो है we will talk in the next lecture, coming lecture. So till then, you enjoy this lecture, you listen to it, and if in case any doubt is there, you can get back to me. And this content is taken from the book by Philip Kotler, which is already sent to you. In case any doubt, please get back to me. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good day.